Earlier on, Rob Hurd, he has completed a project of pure passion and commitment, a remarkable undertaking to remember those fallen in World War I in a pretty unique way. Now, Rob spent 12 hours a day for 5 years, making over 72,000 small shrouded figures, each representing a British serviceman killed at the Somme, whose bodies have never been recovered, many of whom are in unmarked graves. More details now from our arts and entertainment correspondent, Lucy Cotter.
It's a strange thing when you look at and you look them in the eyes, you know, and you do the work I'm doing, knowing that these men have passed through my hands. You know, I've created a shroud for each one of these men. I just felt in some small way, if we could just bring them back just once more, just to lay them on the ground of this country once more, is something really worth doing.
For the last 5 years, day in, day out, Rob Hurd has been making these shrouds to represent all the men who died at the Battle of the Somme, whose bodies were never recovered.
It's all about understanding what these vast numbers are. I think it's so important in any way, in such a small way, that you can represent those men as an individual. The absolute key is that each figure is made to a name. They're not just randomly made. They are made to a name of a man who died on the Somme and his body wasn't recovered.
To mark the centenary of the end of the First World War, all 72,396 shrouded figures Rob has made will be laid out shoulder to shoulder on the Olympic Park. Some of the figures have been on show before, but after around 15,000 hours of work by the artists, this will be the first time they will all be displayed together.
Tell me, where are we?
Well, this is where I store some of the figures, and this is where I've worked for several years down here, which is it's quite a place. It really is. But it's amazing to be in their company. It's an odd thing to say, but as a sense of perspective, it's like nothing else. I always read the name aloud when I cross it off. I always read the name aloud, which is important, just for one more time.
It's very overwhelming being in here.
Yeah, it gets me every time.
And as his shrouds of the Somme are laid to rest, this remarkable undertaking will not be forgotten. Lucy Cotter, Sky News.